Alright folks, we're back. We're going to round this up a little bit. We're going to take a little bit more underneath his beard out here. And we're going to take a little more out there as well. And really make this distinct. And you can tell I put the arms on, so you can go ahead and put the arms the same way. Up and around. I see that's a little off, so I need to adjust that a little bit. Bring that back here. And we're just going to trim this down a little bit because this is not, yeah, this is going to come down just a tad here. Same thing back here. We're going to take some of this down here. And we're going to kind of take this off, flatten this out a little bit. Alright, just like so. Alright. Now the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to work on his legs here first. Debating how much, let's go about halfway between those two. I was trying to determine where I want to put this, so let's put it there. Okay. And that should match. And I always put my finger against it while it's an easy way to, put your finger against it and run your pencil across it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to first take that out. Pretty significantly, I'm going to cut that. Do a stop cut and bring it up. Alright, and right at the top. That's why you don't want to go too far here, because you want to keep that. Because that's going to be the bottom part of its jacket. And you're going against the grain here too, so you want to be mindful of that. If you've been carving a while, you'll understand the significance of going against the grain. And then these lines are going to match up. So we'll put a line across and just give us an idea where we're at here. And that kind of will give us the guideline for the bottom part of his coat. We'll worry about his arms and things later. Not sure if I want to put in a pocket or if I want him to hold something yet. I haven't figured that part of it out yet. So, alright. There we go. Alright. Let's see here. We're going to do the top part of the boot. Alright. Other than that, it's pretty simple. We're just going to do a stop cut and go down. And we're going to go down pretty far, so just go ahead and cut it. It's fine. Straight across. Now if you decide you want to do this, cut all this off while and putting the cone all the way to the end at an angle like this, you certainly can. And you can make the same thing out of that. I just did a double cut because it just made it a little bit easier, I thought. And it shaped it up right away, which I liked. So, the next thing you're going to do is go to the back part of the boot and you're going to cut. You're going to just scoop it out. Alright, just like so. You're going to bring this up a little further. That's fine. Alright, just like so. So that's what it should look like. Alright. And you're going to bring down the sides a little further. Alright. on both sides. Alright, and the next thing you're going to do is you're going to cut down the center. Alright, we're not done with the boot yet, so let's keep working on that. This looks like it's not a little uneven, so we'll cut that out. Now, from the corner, you're going to just put a line down here. Give you a reference, okay? And the same thing over here. You're going to just do a little bit of a reference down the center. Alright, I should have done that ahead of time. Okay, disregard that line going across. That means absolutely nothing at this point. So what we want to do is we want to also bring the boot back a little bit. Okay? A little bit of a curvature down. Okay? So we're going to take this, and we're going to cut it down, and we're going to cut that out. We're also going to cut, I think we're going to cut all the way to the top there. That makes sense to me. And up here at the corner, you're going to just stick your point of your knife in there, because what you're going to do is you're going to do a little V cut at the top. Alright. For the two legs there, and you're going to just bring this down. We'll worry about where we're going to put the top of the boot and all that after we get all this cut out. And the same thing here at the top of the shoes. You want to go a little deep, cut that little V out. Alright. Alright. So that's what we have there, and we're going to take this down a little further. You know, and this will be cut off a little bit. It's got to be rounded a little bit anyway. Alright. Gotta make sure you can stand, yeah, folks. You don't want to make it too thin, you know. This here I'll leave as it is, and I'll bring this down a little bit more. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a line straight down, close to straight anyway. Alright, and we're going to do the same thing with the V cuts here as we did in the front. This will separate the legs a little bit here. Okay, let me take this back here because something looks uneven to me, and we can't have that, especially if I have to teach it. I'll be right back in a second, folks. Alright. Let me just do a couple of things here yet. Alrighty. Here we go. A little wobbly. There's not a whole lot for him to stand on, but you get the idea. Alright? And this, I want kind of that to be kind of big back there, so I'm going to try to scoop this out from two directions. Alright. To give the coat of a little bit of a, that's coming outward. Worry about doing his arms a little bit. Alright, so I haven't done one of these before, so